so that Sacco is going to be mine. Alright guys, welcome back. This is going to be game 3 of our 3-game practice tournament for Coastal Carnage. I'm going to be taking on Demons of Chaos. This is going to be a Battleline. And so for this scenario, it's going to be with table quarters. You'll get 1 battle point if you control a table quarter with Fortitude. You also get 1 battle point if you destroy your enemy's most expensive unit or character. So it's kind of harkens back to the old days we used to get 100 victory points for every table quarter, and I really wish they'd go back to that in the main victory points. Even if it was just 50 victory points, it'd be something that would keep people from castling all the time. It'd be something that would help. And a quick look at my army. The main thing I'm going to be worried about with the Reign of Chaos is that since I have so many units, you know, I'm bound to get a lot of 6s. Every time I don't know if I've played Demons in a regular game, but I know in Universal Battle, whenever I play them, Reign of Chaos just destroys my chaff over and over again. And when we look at the Demon army, he's going to have a Nurgle Prince, but you know, these are not as bad as the Warriors Prince, but this is almost like a lesser Warriors Prince, because he's still going to have a 2+ armor save, and he always strikes first, and he's going to be from his Locust rolls. So the main thing is it's not unbreakable, so that's the big thing difference. He's going to have 2 Beasts of Nurgles, and you know, only 1 Corn Cannon because of the comp. I was a little bit worried about the Horrors, but their spell is going to be, I don't even remember what it is. I think it's a signature spell maybe. And he's got just 1 Soul Grinder, also because of the comp. So all in all, it's not a big worry with this list compared to like the worst things you think of when you think of Demons of Chaos. And so this is a look at the deployment. We're playing the Sphinx as impassable terrain, and the pyramid is going to be a building, and his horrors are going to be inside the pyramid. Everything else is just forest and hills. Again, I'm setting up pretty much in the center. He's doing the same thing. He's going to have his Demon Prince behind the Soul Grinder to try to keep me from having line of sight for most of my Spirit Chuckers. My Doom Driver doesn't really care about that, but one of my Spirit Chuckers is going to have a complete line going right to his Demon Prince. You can't see the Spirit Chucker on this table here. It's on the far, far left. And there's a look at my Vanguards, and this is going to be another game where I really have nothing for my Wolf Fighters to go after. They basically just need to chaff things up and slow things down, because I can't take on any of his units with my Wolf Riders. And guess what happens? My old friend Animosity, my Savages and my Bunker are both going to roll 1s and be stuck where they are, and I'm not going to have any magic to start this game off. Oh my god. Other than that, I moved the rest of my army up. Now, the good thing would be, I have no magic, but after my Doom Diver shoots his Demon Prince, it's going to scatter off so that I can't veer back onto the Demon Prince. I'm going to have my 1 Spirit Chucker that I told you about that has the line of sight directly to the Demon Prince without any obstructions. I need a 5 to hit. I get the 5. I get the 4 to wound. He fails his ward, and I do 2 wounds. So I've taken half the wounds away from the Demon Prince right off the bat. And Demon Princes for this army, they don't have the ability where they can get wounds back from combat, so this is like a real big win for me. So now Demon's turn 1, he's going to start off here where his Fury is going to land on my Mangler, and this is going to be one of the rare cases where I do not destroy the chaff unit that tries to kill my Mangler. It only kills 4 of the Furies because he makes enough wards, so he has 1 guy left. Now this is bad on one hand, but I have a Wolf Chariot right there, and the Wolf Chariot will just finish it off, so I'm not too upset about that. And the rest of the turn is going to look like this. He's going to move his Demon Prince up behind impassable terrain so that 2 of my Spirit Chuckers can't see him. My Doom Diver and 1 Chucker can see him. He's going to get hard cover, so that Chucker is going to need a 6 because it's short range but hard cover. Then he's going to magic. He's going to put his shades directly on my trolls, get a direct hit, and kill 6 of my trolls. So a third of the unit is gone right off the bat. So this is really bad. This makes up for the fact that I think my Chucker took half his wounds off because I've lost a third of my trolls, and a lot of their fighting strength is gone. The only other thing happens this turn is that his Soul Grinder is going to shoot at my Savages, and it's going to kill about 3 of them. Orcs and Goblins turn 2, my Wolf Riders up there, the pyramid, are going to fail animosity, and they're going to be forced to charge the horrors inside the pyramid. And I know I'm going to lose that, but you know I can't break from that, so it's a stupid thing that has to happen, but not that bad. I'm also going to charge my chariot at his lone fury, and I'm going to see the one beast on Nurgle there with my trolls, and I'm going to decide I'll charge it, I should kill it, and then I can just reform my guys so that I'm facing the plague bearers, and the plague bearers will be in the front anyway, but I'd rather be turned a different way so that there's less chance of anything else coming towards me, because I'm going to move my Wolf Riders through the woods, but I'm going to have to take dangerous terrain tests to march them up to try to redirect the bloodletter. So if I panic and flee, I'm figuring I'm going to have to reform those trolls. Also, my Wyvern could not get to his Demon Prince the way he was behind the impassable terrain, so I'm just going to fly that over. And then we're going to go into my magic. I'm going to get Foot of Gork off on his I'm going to get Foot of Gork off on his bloodletters, and he's going to fail his Lookout Surfer, his Herald. So I'm actually going to kill his Herald with the Foot of Gork. I mean, I only get one stomp off, but it's a big stomp because I kill his Herald with it. Going into shooting, Doomdiver gets a direct hit on his Demon Prince, but I can only do one wound after he makes his saves. I have the one chucker that can shoot at it, and it fails to hit. But I'm so close to killing that Demon Prince, so close. And then the bad thing is we're going to go into combat. I'm going to kill his Fury. I'm going to overrun into Beast of Nurgle. But I'm going to have 12 trolls, 6 trolls attacking his Beast of Nurgle. I am only able to do one wound. I'm going to win by 2. He's going to do 1 wound back to me. He's only going to lose 2 wounds from his break test. I'm not going to kill that Beast of Nurgle. He's going to have 1 wound left. Now I'm going to get charged by his Plague Bearers, and there's a small chance of him being able to get his Corn Cannon into my flank. And as you can see, that is what happens. That Corn Cannon, it was very long charge, and he could make the charge because my Wolf Rider should have been pushed up on the trail a little bit so that he wouldn't have to wheel twice to get around him. He makes the charge. He charges his Plague Bearers. The only good thing that's going to happen to me there is I'm going to actually kill his Beast of Nurgle. So, but I'm going to lose those trolls. They're going to be wiped out. And now, though, I'm going to have a flank charge on his Corn Cannon with my Savages as long as they can pass animosity. When he goes into magic again, I'm not sure what he casts with his Demon Prince, but nothing really much happens. And going into shooting again, I don't even think he shoots his Soul Grinder this turn. He might shoot at my Savages again, but I don't think he does any damage. And pretty much the only other thing that happened in combat was that he destroys my Doomdiver. But he's out in the open now, and I'm going to have 3 Spear Chuckers that can shoot at that Demon Prince. So I'm with 1 wound left, I'm really hoping I can kill that Demon Prince. Okay, Orcs and Goblins turn 3. Savages will fail animosity, but it doesn't matter because they're going to be forced to charge. I'm wanting them to charge anyway. They're going to charge the Corn Cannon, so since I'm doing these charges, I'm going to go ahead and declare my Wog and charge my General into the Plague Bearers. Also drink my potion of foolhardiness. We have to get a ruling because I can see the Plague Bearers, but I can't charge them on the left corner because the impassable terrain's in the way, but I can charge them on the right corner. So we have to make sure that that's legal, and we get a ruling that it is legal. And I figured it was because I think as long as you see the unit and you can charge them somewhere in their front, then there shouldn't be no problem. So that's what I do. And because of the angle that cannon's going to be in, if I beat the cannon and overrun with my Savages, I'll be able to hit those Plague Bearers, and I'll have a double combat there. So those are my charges. I'm going to move up my chariot here to chaff up these corn bloodletters because they destroyed my Wolf Rider the turn before, and I don't want those bloodletters coming into the flank of my Savages. Going into magic, I'm going to have 2 spells where I can get rerolls. And the bigger one is on Sneaky Stab, and I know that's the one he probably wants to dispel. So I'm going to cast that one first with more dice. He's going to dispel it. I'm not going to get irresistible for it. And so I still have Every Go. I put the rest of my dice in Every Go, and I get it off. He has nothing to dispel it with. So I'm still going to get rerolls to my Savages, and this is going to be huge in this game, is getting these rerolls. In shooting, 3 Spear Checkers all shooting at the Demon Prince. All three of them are going to hit that Demon Prince. I'm going to wound it twice, but he's going to make both his ward saves. I could not kill that Demon Prince. So close, so close. That's going to be made up for, though. In combat, I take out the cannon easily. I overrun into the Plague Bearers. Our two champions are here going to be in a challenge. I'm actually going to kill his champion. So since we're challenged with the champions, my general's going to put all his attacks into his BSB. I'm not going to get one single wound through. My savages, though, do get one wound through to his BSB. I think I only maybe killed 3 Plague Bearers with my savages and a couple with stomps. But I have so much combat res because of my Bog being declared, the flank, the ranks and everything, that I'm going to win by a ton. He's going to lose 5 more Plague Bearers. He's going to be down to like his BSB and maybe 3 or 4 Plague Bearers after this combat's over. And Demon's turn 3, and the bad thing's going to happen. He's going to charge his Soul Grinder at my chariot, so I have to take a Terror test. I'm going to fail the Terror test. This is going to clear the way for his Bloodletters to be able to charge the flank of my savages. And I'm worried about that, but I'm not as worried because I figure I will be steadfast. And I'm going to lose my frenzy, but hopefully I can grind them down later on. But then, we're going to go into magic. He's going to get Mind Razor with, well, first he's going to get Miasma off of my general and decrease my weapon skill by 2. So my Wyvern and my general are going to have -2 weapon skill. But I let that through because I'm saving dice for Mind Razor, but he's going to get that with Irresistible off on his Bloodletter. So they're going to have Mind Razor off, which is scary, but his miscast is going to suck him into the warp. So his general's going to be dead, so that makes up for the fact that he gets Mind Razor off. So he kills himself after all the shooting I put at him. He winds up killing himself anyway. Now the combat. I'm going to kill his BSB. I'm going to kill the rest of the Plague Bearers. He's going to kill a bunch of my savages. I'm actually going to lose the combat. Since my general's no longer in combat, I don't have to worry about him. I do make my my break test with my savages, and I do make my reform test. So I'm able to reform and face the savages. But first, he's going to reform his guys so that he's slided over so that I can't charge my Wyvern into the Bloodletters on my turn. So, I've lost the combat, I've lost frenzy, but I'm going to be steadfast for a while. I think I can grind down those Bloodletters. And I think I pretty much have this game. And Orcs and Goblins turns 4. Since, he had reformed his Bloodletters so I couldn't charge them, I just fly my Wyvern over here to the flank. I rally my Wolf Chariot. We're going to go into magic. I'm going to put all my dice back into every go because I need that. That's what's really helping me in these combats, is getting these rerolls. I actually think I should have got when I cast this, I should have got rerolls on my general too, if it made it to the combat. But I forgot all about that. It doesn't really matter because he's not in combat this turn. I'm going to take his Bloodletters down all the way to just 1 model left. So this game is basically over. He's going to want to keep fighting it out. He's actually going to kill my Shaman Lord in combat. And even though the game's basically over, he wants to keep playing it because Reign of Chaos can try to make him make a comeback if he can get off. And that's one thing I forgot to mention. As this game's gone on, he's gotten the table result where I have to take 3d6 leaderships on my units with a roll of 6. He's gotten that off twice, and he needs that again. He's destroyed a unit of Wolf Riders and Spear Chucker and something else of mine. I think he got. He did wounds on another Wolf Rider unit, but they didn't panic. All from Reign of Chaos already, so he's hoping for that to happen to him again. So Demon's turn 4, he's going to charge the Soul Grinder at some Wolf Riders. They're going to flee, and I think he actually catches them. Only one thing he has is his Horrors. He's going to 6 dice, Flickering Fire at a Chariot. I'm going to be able to dispel it, and so that's just basically going to be his turn. His Reign of Chaos is nothing that hurts me this turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 5. All I'm going to do is I'm moving my guys around to try to claim table quarters. I've got my general all in one corner. I've got my BSB and banner from my Night Goblins in the corner. I'm just moving up my savages so I can claim the third corner. He's going to have the quarter with his horrors. I can't really get him out of that corner. And I've only got 3 things that can claim quarters anyway, unless I move my BSB out of the unit. And I really don't feel the need to do that and risk flicker and fire at it. I don't even think I'd do any magic or into this turn because I can only really hurt myself. And I shoot a spear chucker at his soul grinder. I'm going to misfire and destroy myself. So I'm only hurting myself at this point. And so Demon's turn 5. He's going to reform his soul grinder so he can charge my spear chucker. His Rain of Chaos is going to do nothing to me. He's going to do 6 dice flicker and fire at a chariot. I'm not going to be able to dispel it, but he's only going to do like 1 or 2 wounds to the chariot. And that's going to end his turn here. And so we're going to have turn 6. My turn 6, I do nothing. I don't want to risk anything happening. I have all 3 quarters I need to have, so I'm not worried about anything like that. Going to his turn, he does get the result where I have to take the 3d6 leadership test on a roll 6. He doesn't get it on my general. I think he gets it on 1 wolf chariot, and I pass it so I don't die. And you know, he's supposed to be charging the spear chucker, and I'm not worried about that. I don't think we even fight that out because all he has left is his soul grinder and his horrors, and he was just hoping that Rain of Chaos would kill some of my expensive stuff and give him some points of where maybe it wasn't a win for me. And so when we end this game, it's going to be a 14-2 victory for the Orcs. I'm going to get 3 table quarters, and I kill his most expensive unit. He's going to get 1 table quarter, and he kills my most expensive unit. I think this one worked really well. I had really good synergy with declaring WAG and having my rerolls from Here We Go. I think Here We Go really won this for me this turn with this game. I can only cast for the Gork once. I mean, I was just saving my dice for Here We Go because I really needed those rerolls because he had the regen and the wards and stuff. So I needed to do as many wounds as possible. So I think that was really helpful. Only thing I think really went bad for me is my trolls not being able to kill the 1 beast of Nurgle, which cost me the trolls. But when you have like the second backup horde, it helps you when you lose your first horde. And then with the Revern, that's, it's not a horde, but it's a real powerful. He can be really powerful when he's not killed by cannons. So if you're not killed by cannons, the Revern's the way to go. But anyway, so this is going to have me 2-1 in the tournament. I'm not going to be placed high enough to get any prizes, but I still think it's a really good showing. I really had a lot of fun. I don't know when our next tournament's going to be or when I'm going to be able to play again, but I'm really leaning towards keeping the Revern around for a while. I think I really enjoyed having it. So I hope you guys enjoyed these reports, and I will talk to you next time.